Greetings everyone, Slurgical here, and this video is about initiative and movements. Initiative is about who goes first, and you use a d20 for that, while movement is how far you can go, and distance is determined by the size of the creature. Players and standard creatures share the same movement of one standard square, while medium creatures takes 2 squares. Their one movement is 2 squares at a time, and large creatures movement are the same as the medium one. The difference between a medium creature and a large creature is that the medium creature, the width is 1 square, while a large creature is 2 squares, as you can see there. Their movement is the same. The medium creature can squeeze in a normal space, while the larger one takes double the space. The standard creature and the player characters, they all fit in 1 square all the way around. Now that we understand the space the creature takes, let's find out what his initiative is. And initiative is who goes first. So we're going to take a d20 and roll for a player, the standard creature, the medium creature, and the large creature. There's a d20. Let's roll it into the dice tower. And here the roll for the player, and I rolled a 14. I'm going to write that down on a piece of paper so we don't lose track of who goes first. Rolling now for the standard creature, and I rolled a 9. So I'm going to write it down on the sheet. Rolling for the medium creature, and I rolled a 16. Yeah, 16. And finally for the large creature, which is a 17. Now that we understand initiative, let's do movement. For the movement, the highest goes first. So let's write it down. You don't really have to write that down as long as you know who you kept track of the rolls. You then know who should go first. We're going to move 4 squares. For the large creature, 4 squares is bigger. Now the medium creature is exactly the same as the large creature for movement because its length is the same space that it takes on the board. The next one to go is the player. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the last one is 1, 2, 3, and 4. The standard creature is the same as the character. This is how turning works. 1 movement to turn, 2, 3, 4. Those are regular movements. So remember, this guy's 2 squares long but 1 square wide. So the movement will be different. The movement will always benefit the creature at the detriment of the player. The movement can be affected by also random scattered terrain blocking the way, which are objects. And those can be all sorts of things like barrels, piles of junk, and other whatnots. Same basic movement rules applies to the larger creature. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. And for the smaller creature and the player character, it's just 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the movement can go different direction. It's just the rule is the same. You're not committed to a direction. It's whatever movements you have and action you can take within that movement. You can combine movement with combat, but this will be explained in a later video. And it will make more sense because where your character faces is really important. This last movement is called side slip. So you can see you can move in a slalom like that. You can also combination of side slipping and turning. In the next video, we're going to dive into your character and how it fits together.